Hey, so welcome to the channel. On this episode, I'm going to be doing an install. Bought the Deaver Stage 3 leaf pack because my truck, it's been sagging quite a bit in the back. Not quite a bit, but it's noticeable though. So I'm going to take the measurements first from the ground to the bottom of the wheel well in the rear on both sides, and then I'll take another one after I'm done installing it. So yeah, stay tuned. This isn't a how-to video. I'm just gonna do a quick one, show what basically what I'm doing. I'm not gonna go over like the specs and whatnot, like how many torque pounds for each nut or bolt. So I took the first wheel off, and then I'm gonna show you why I needed to change it out. If you look down here, so if you see my my springs, my leaf springs, I gotta add a leaf in there because I installed the Icon Stage 3 before, but the add a leaf was just not doing the job holding up the that's just water right there, holding up the bed. As you can see, it's almost at a negative curve, and eventually these will break, and that's not safe, especially if you're out there, if I'm out there in the you know, in the woods somewhere and we're camping and happen to hit a bump too hard or something, and then yeah, I'd be SOL. So glad I got them today. Gonna replace them, change them out with the Deaver leaf pack Stage 3, supposed to support 700 to 1,000 pounds extra on your bed. So all right, here we go. So I'll show you what the leaf pack is supposed to look like, or their bend anyways, if you don't know. They're supposed to go up like a U, not down like an N or upside down U. So here's what the Deavers look like. So as you can see, the shape, it bends up, not down. The Deaver leaf pack, it comes with, this is the nine leaves. You can get the 10 also, but with the 10 you're supposed to have a long travel. Mine is just, I think, mid travel. So that, and you're supposed to change out the the mounting point for the shocks too. I'm not even sure where they're supposed to change that out, but all I know, all I have to do pretty much is undo this right here. I don't think I need to do anything with this, and then undo that, and then this will come out. This will come out with it. I'll take this out once the leaf pack is out. And yeah, so I just have to undo this bolt down here, or undo this nut down here, pop the bolt out, and then the way I have it jacked up is I have my main jack up underneath the diff, the rear diff. I'm gonna put some jack stands probably right here, right there. I gotta remove this, so I'm probably gonna put it right there, and maybe another one on the other side for when I have to take that one out on the other side. Yeah, so I'll have to take this out right here, the bump stop, this bolt down, these bolts down here, take these ones out, and I'll have to loosen this up just so I can take this out real quick, so it's not in the way so much, because having this in the way just, you know, just makes job a little bit harder. But I mean, it's not impossible, but trying to make it as easy as possible. Okay, so I finally removed both of the old ones, the old leaf pack, and some key takeaways that I got, and it's good to know. The shackle goes on the rear, right? Coming out of the rear. you don't have to take it completely off of the old one until you take the old one out, but then you do have to take it off when you do have to take it off to put it onto the new ones. It's good to loosen that. It's good to loosen that. This part right here that goes on there, good to loosen that up. So because you use it as a pivot point to make adjustments. And I'll try to record that if I have time. I'm trying to rush this and get over with it sooner than later. This always goes in the front. That's the double wrap. The double wrap always goes in the front or towards the front of the truck. This one, which is a single wrap, will go in the back because it connects to the shackle. The shackle is always in the back. So, and that's the way it came off of the old one too. The old one actually almost had it the same way, where this part kind of sticks up. So that's how you know for sure. Another good thing to know is that you do not want to lift the truck by putting the jack underneath the rear diff, because you have to drop the axle far enough for the leaf spring to come up off of here. You don't have to take the shocks out or the brake line out, but it just makes it so much easier trying to maneuver the old one out and putting the new one in, especially since the new one's so heavy. So yeah, when you jack it up, it's best to jack it up by the tow hitch, that part there. I put those blocks down there because they're leveling blocks, but they're supposed to support 30, 60, I can't remember what it was, some crazy amount of weight. So, and it's meant to support the truck, so I figure why not put the jack on it. And then I put jacks up in the front right there, then over there also, you know, multi-point, so you have no single point of failure, right? Safety first. Another thing that's really important to know is that you do not want to try to take the bolts out until you get all of the tension off of the leaf springs. The first side, geez, that was dangerous. I pushed the bolt out, you know, I forced it out, and when it finally came out, the leaf springs basically bounced up, hit the bottom of the bed. Luckily, there's nothing underneath that part, but yeah, I might even have a crack in there now. I don't know. Yeah, definitely got to take the tension out of the leaves before you unbolt it, okay? Yeah, if I can think of anything else, I will bring it up, but for now, I'm going to try to finish this up. Yeah, more to come. Oh yeah, so another key point that I remember is that when putting the new springs back in, you want to put the front end first. This one right here, you want to put that front end first, because the back end, the shackle, you can actually adjust. So trying to make that adjustment by putting the shackle in first is hard, because then it's just not as easy, right? Because then you have to move the whole leaf spring. And as you know, it's like I said before, it's heavy. So just trying to move that shackle is a lot easier. Hopefully it works a lot easier this time. On the first side, I actually had to use my winch to pull the axle forward a little bit. But yeah, again, that's a big key point that I think is really important. So, all right, here we go again. Okay, so I got the first pin into the front. So here, you can see right there, I got that in. And then something else keep in mind is that you can actually move the axle forward and back a little bit to get that pin in. And then I did not put the U-bolts on yet to lock this into place because I needed play for that. And this is what I was talking about, having more play back here with the pivot, because now I can see that I can kind of play with that a little bit, because you have to, you know, move it side to side, front to back, to try to get it to fit into the hole. Yeah, I think those are some of the key points. And yeah, I'm almost done here. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. So they say you're supposed to like bounce on the back of the truck first before you torque down the leaf pack, or all the bolts that secures the leaf pack on. So I'm just gonna do that a little bit, give it a few bounces. I guess you're supposed to let it settle before you torque it down. Yeah, so now I'm done. Yeah, you can really tell there's a big old difference now between now and before. Look, like that looks really high. I'm gonna measure it now, see what it measures out to. Now, oops. Now it looks like it's about 39 and a half, a little bit under. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see a little bit. So I'm measuring it from the ground. I know they say to measure it from the middle of the hubcap, but I'm just gonna measure it from the ground. That's where I had it before. So I'm at about 39 and a quarter. You can see that, 39 and a quarter. Maybe a little bit less than 39 and a quarter. I can't remember what it was before. Lucky I had recorded that. I'm gonna go check the other side. Wow, jeez, it's a big old difference. This side, wait a minute, try to measure this in a spot. This side is about 40, nearly 40. That's 3/4 of an inch difference between this side and that side. That other side must be super heavy. Boy, okay. I had to try to fix that somehow. Not sure how, but